Hi there, I'm Becky, and welcome to today's class, Vin Yin. Today's focus is the thoracic spine, the space between your shoulders and your mid-back. That corresponds directly with the heart chakra or energy center around heart space. We'll begin in child's pose. And if you align your mat like you see mine aligned, you'll have no problem following along. So facing down from hands and knees, press your hips back to heels. And if your forehead hangs above your mat, just stack your hands and rest your forehead on your stacked hands. It's a nice restorative pose and begins the process of opening up the area across your heart. Inhale deeply, so much so your belly presses into your thighs. Exhale slowly. Continue diaphragmatic breath, that deep, slow inhalation that expands your navel, your belly, and your ribs. And as you exhale, feel your body relax just a little bit more. Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra, is exactly where you think it might be. It's part of energy centers that go up and down vertically in your body. So often in yoga, we address the space by thinking about opening the space, by stretching the front of your chest. But it's also important to think directly behind Anahata chakra, right behind the heart. And if you sense tightness there or a sense of not being able to breathe freely, it could be a result of a little heaviness you're feeling in your life. So bring your time, your breath, your attention to the heart space, but all of it. The part that goes through your body and out your mid-back. Deep breath in, slow exhalation. 2 more breaths. And slowly coming back to awareness. Come up just a little bit. Extend your arms out as much as your shoulders can tolerate or feels good. Keep your head elevated above the ground and press your body from right to left. You'll feel this sense of opening on the outer shoulders, the ribs. And in between the ribs are the intercostals. They help you breathe. And we're all about getting more breath space today. Air is the corresponding element to Anahata chakra. So if you've had trouble taking full breaths, that is causing a loop in your body, the biochemical loop that increases cortisol or stress hormone. So think of all of that working together, side to side motion, forehead down to the ground. Come up high in your tip fingers, into the tip toes, tip fingers. Lifting your wrists, your palms off the ground. If this feels too intense, just bend your elbows and do the same. 2 expansive breaths here. Diaphragmatic breath, that elemental breath that we practice, pranayama. Slowing down everything, but also giving things life. Maybe possibility, potential today, potential for healing. Slide your palms back
and undulate your spine. Tuck your chin and slowly come up to hands and knees, automatically moving into cat. Knees are about hip distance apart. Check them. Walk them back if you need to. Adjust your palms right under your shoulders. Keep your chin tucked. And now, tuck your tail. Press your back up another ½ inch. Grow taller, even though you think it's almost impossible. You can always grow a little bit more. Tuck your chin more. Breathe into the mid-back. And then slow undulation of your spine, almost like the slowest wave you can imagine, lifting your tailbone, lifting your chin. Keep your arms straight. Lovely slow cow tilt. Stay here. Think about lifting your tailbone just another ½ inch. And then think about tucking your tail, toning your belly, undulating your spine. Slow, slow, slow. Like you're a detective trying to find a tightness in each vertebra. Where is it? Where is it lodged? Tuck your chin last. Press the ground away. Stay high in your cat. Tilt or sway your body to the right. Keep your arms straight and left. Lovely little stretch for teres minor, a little muscle just outside of your armpit, and all the muscles underneath the scapula, shoulder blade. Come center. Come to neutral table. Bring your right hand center of your mat. Take your left hand behind your head. Lift your elbow up until you hit a roadblock. And then lift your chest and twist open just enough so that you can feel, where your body naturally ends or stops. And then bring your elbow to the inside of standing arm. Inhale, open wide. And as you open and close a few times, you're going to notice your body opening a little bit more. Gaze coming up a little higher. This movement is addressing thoracic spine, so upper mid-back, a place that doesn't get much motion, but needs some attention, especially if you're feeling stuck. Bring your hand down. Rest in child's pose. Turn your palms up. Give your wrists a little rest. Rock side to side. Undulate your spine up, creating a cat. And left hand comes center. Bring right hand behind your head. Lift your elbow up. Come to your roadblock and then twist your body open. Exhale, elbow comes to inside of standing arm. Inhale, open wide, focusing on the working elbow. Lifting your elbow up a little bit higher each time. Lift, press, extend. A couple more taps. Exhale down. Inhale, lift, and release. One more child's pose. And then taking the undulation of your spine into some forward, some extension and flexion of your spine. So round up, roll up to an exaggerated cat. Walk your knees back a couple of inches. Eyes of your elbows pointing forward, facing forward. Drop down, elbows bend slightly, slow roll down to the ground. Hands are about shoulder distance apart, elbows pointing backward. Lift up into a little lift. And then down. Press back to child's, but undulate your spine. And another. Tuck your chin. Think of a wave going through your body, through your spine. And as your thighs come down, elbows bend, building a strong upper back. Drop your belly, chest, and chin. Inhale, peek up, toenails on the ground. Drop down, tuck your chin, and think about rounding your spine back. The slow motion work is so powerful for your core. You're also awakening all of your chakras, all through your body, through this motion, opening up. Lift your chin, Drop down. Peek up, hold. Bring your legs together. Open your arms to goalpost arms. Think about a little touch above your head. Bring your elbows to your ribs. Airplane wings. Flip your palms. Touch your fingertips behind your tailbone. Airplane wings. Goalpost arms. Touch your fingers above your head. Goalpost. Airplane. Touch fingers above tailbone. Press back, undulating your spine. Child's pose. Rock side to side. Inhale up to table. Tuck your toes. Press back to downward facing dog. Table is your option if your shoulders are feeling a little like they needed a little love today. You don't have to practice down dog to get the benefits. Drop your head, swivel your head. Walk your dog by pressing one heel down, then the other. And as you do so, come center, and then think about pressing your hips from side to side. You will start to feel the IT band, the sides of your legs. That fibrous connective tissue can be so sticky from your activities and inhibit knee and hip range of motion. Coming center, think again of undulating your spine to plank pose. Coming up high in your toes, tuck your tail, round through your upper back, build a high plank, shift your toes back, drop your knees, untuck your toes, elbows bend, upward facing dog. Squeeze your elbows into your ribs, gaze up. This is a wonderful pose for mid-spine and Anahata Chakra. Lift your chin and release, slow back. Tuck your toes, lift your tail, downward dog, walk it out. Spread your fingers wide, walk your tiptoes all the way up to the top of your mat. Align your toes. Bring left fingertips down to the ground. Sweep right arm up till you hit a roadblock. And when you hit your roadblock, that's when you turn your body open. Reach up. And if you're imagine holding somebody's hand and they're lifting you up. Spread your fingers wide. You're in a twist. Slowly coming up. Slow, slow, slow. And when you come up, body faces the same direction as your toes. Think of a backward swimming motion. Reach your right arm all the way back. A backstroke with the left. Raise your right arm up. Twist your body to the left. Tuck your chin. And slowly, this is like a torso twist, rolling to the side, rolling all the way down. Once you come down, gaze at your toes, tone your belly, stay in the forward fold, looking at your shins. Rock side to side. Right fingers come down toward the ground. Sweep left arm up to the sky. Reach for the sky as if you're holding onto somebody's hand. Maybe look that way and slowly come up. Tone your belly. Reach for the sky, reach for the sky. Body slightly twisted. As you stand up, turn your body to face the same direction as your toes. A backward swimming motion with left arm, followed by right. Lift left, toes stay forward, body twists right. Tone your belly. This is a side bend with a forward fold element, getting into the lats, into the mid-back. Rolling down, slow motion. And once you come down, tuck your chin, roll up, stacking your spine. Tuck your chin, feel the spread between your shoulder blades. And as you lift your gaze, raise your shoulders up, press them back, slide them down. Feel this expansion of your heart space. Open your arms to goalpost arms. Spread your fingers wide. Press your arms back. Straighten your legs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think of lifting the heart space. This is the seed of forgiveness, the seed of compassion. Take your hands behind your back. Maybe interlace them. Straighten your elbows if you wish. Raise your arms off your back. Engage your glutes. Lift your chin.
Feel the whole entire energy center, this super line going up through the crown of your head. Open your jaw, stretch through your throat, and release your bind. Tone your belly, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway. Reach your arms behind you, airplane wings. Wiggle your toes, look at your toes, and think about pressing just the 4 little ones down. Lift the bigs, and then switch. Bigs down, littles up. Sometimes they obey, sometimes they don't. Keep your back flat, nice and strong. Littles down, bigs up, and then reverse. Bigs down, littles up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway up, airplane wings. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, palms facing down, touch the ground. Slowly coming up, spread your wings, press them back, gaze up. Think of opening up heart chakra. Hug yourself. Turn your body to the right. Keep your toes forward, hips forward. Tone your belly, bring your elbows toward your hips. Tuck your chin. Feel the entire side body on the left open. Tone your belly, tuck your chin, bring your elbows toward navel. And then elbows over to left hip bone. Then slowly unwinding, keeping the twists, but straightening your spine. Turning your body center, and then reverse. Twist to the left, tuck your chin. Elbows come down toward left hip bone, to center, over to right, unwind, straighten up, open your arms, lift your gaze, lift your palms, palms together, thumbs to heart center, sealing in your practice, forward fold, exhale. Coming up halfway, reach behind, touch the ground, finish an optional vinyasa by stepping back, coming forward an inch, bending your elbows, hovering in full plank, untuck your toes, upward facing, a lovely opening for thoracic spine. Stay in up dog. Lift right knee off the ground only, and then left, and right and left just a few times. Knees strengthening, triceps strengthening, upper back strengthening, a deep back bend, all this working in your favor. Lift both knees, hold, and press back. Slow, slow, slow to child's pose. Take a few breaths here. This is where you regenerate. Heart chakra corresponds to air. If you've been feeling like you cannot breathe, that is normal. When you're under duress, your muscles involuntarily are not working to their fullest capabilities. So that is when you go deeper. You pause, you pray, you meditate. Coming up through table pose, tuck your toes, back to down dog. Walk it out. Raise your right leg parallel to the ground, bend your knee, open up your knee to the side. Hydrant dog, gazing between your hands. Equal pressure on both hands. Exhale, step right foot forward, drop left knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Stay here. Untuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the ground a couple of times, opening up the hip flexors, and come up. Lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Open arms to a T. Left arm is topped by right arm, eagle arms. Create the double helix or hug yourself. Lift your elbows, gaze up, engage your back leg into the ground like a kickstand, helping you stay stable. Exhale, bring elbows to belly, maybe to the inside of your leg, maybe touching the floor, doesn't need to happen. Inhale, lift, a little back bend here. Unwind your arms, raise your arms up, touch the ground, tuck your back toes, forehead to knee pose. Straightening both legs, flex your front ankle, tuck your chin, forehead to knee. This is a fantastic stretch for upper mid spine, which corresponds to the heart. They are in lockstep, those two. When one is in trouble, likely the other is. Gaze forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway up.
Reach behind, airplane wings, lifted heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Forward fold, exhale, shake it out. Ready to stand, bend your knees, press your elbows and arms back, slowly straighten up. A back bend here, lifting your arms. Think of freedom, think of love. Bring those qualities to your practice through your gestures and your thought life. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come up halfway, expansive reach behind you, building a strong T-spine and a lifted heart. Forward fold, touch the ground. Step right foot back. Drop back knee to the ground, untuck your toes, low lunge Anjani. Lift up. And forward fold. Think of this motion of letting go and submission. Letting it go and submitting. Instead of fighting and fighting and fighting. Easy motion. Creating a mindset that's easy. Lift up, open your arms to goalpost arms. Open your arms to a T. Right arm is tapped by left arm. Eagle arms or a hug. Create the double helix. Lift your elbows up, engage your back leg like a kickstand, enabling you to the back bend. And forward folding as slow as you feel comfortable. One more time. Slow and steady, just like your breath. Lift arms up, touch the ground. Tuck your back toes under. Straighten both legs, forehead to knee pose. Tuck your chin. Forehead toward knee, not to knee. If you are touching your knee with your forehead, that's amazing. Flexibility in spine. Gazing forward. Step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Forehead comes toward the knees, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine. Press your arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze. Touch your palms above your head. Thumbs to heart center. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, sweep. Gaze up. Forward fold, exhale. Coming up halfway, fly. Touch the ground, optional vinyasa. Whatever works for you today. Find your flow. Let's do that one more time. Gaze forward, hop, or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Rise, shine. Think of you lifting your heart, building a strong upper back, open chest. Touch your thumbs to heart center, seal it in. Forward fold, exhale. With bhakti, devotion. Inhale, halfway up. Touch the ground. One more. Strong, thoughtful. Kind and compassionate. Surya A. Back to down dog. Walking out your dog. Raise your left leg parallel to the ground. Gaze forward. Bend your knee. Bring your heel into your seat. Lift your knee out to the side. Hydrant dog. Keep your gaze between your hands. Palms are equally pressing into the ground. So strong. Gaze forward. Step 2. Warrior 2. So alignment of your back foot. Using your sticky mat. Think of raising your right arm as if somebody's holding on to your hand, just like you did in the beginning of class, and then creating this very equally strong warrior 2. Touch your palm to your back thigh, flip your front palm, peaceful warrior. Turn your body forward, gaze forward first. Find the side bend that this is. Open through 2, elbow on your thigh, gesturing with your fingertips, maybe a mudra here, touching thumb to middle finger, a gesture of concentrated effort. Inhale, open up, keep the mudra if you want. Peaceful warrior with the mudra, it's so beautiful. To warrior 2. 2 side angle. One more time. Side angle hold. Wave your arm. Engage through your scapula. Spread your fingers wide. Reach backward. Straighten your front leg. Open your arms to a T, setting up for triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Press your straight arm back. Tone your belly. Squeeze your feet toward one another, and then coming up. Turn your toes forward. Bend left knee. Bend right. And now begin to play. So you can stay up high. You can go low as you would like. You can add binds, or you can just be side to side. Again, either high or low. Adding twists. This is your time to play. You don't have to do what you see. Close your eyes and follow what your body is looking for. Feel the opening happening in your groin. Coming center, turn your toes forward, round your back and slowly round up. Open arms to a T. Cross right arm, tap it by left. Eagle arms or hug yourself. Bend your left knee and balance on right. Bend and balance. Bend, balance, bend, balance, and hold. Just see how this goes. So using your big toe, lift it up and down and prepare. Maybe hold the balance, maybe create tree pose. Bring the inside of your foot to your ankle, lifting it up. Hold with eagle arms. Open your legs wide. Strong stance. Turn your toes, keep your eagle arms. Warrior 2 feet and legs. Raise your eagle arms up. Exhale, elbows come to the inside of your knee. Unwind eagle arms. Touch both sides of your mat. Look at your foot. Untuck your back toes, or tuck your back toes. Left hand down. Right arm lifts. Twist lunge. Look down to the ground, both fingertips down. Take your right hand behind your head. Lift your elbow up. Look up. Twist. Close and open. Release. Optional vinyasa. Stepping back. Plank to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Gaze forward, hop to chair. Hold chair. Bring your hands behind your head. Press your bent elbows back a few times, building strength in your upper back. Hold, lift your chin. Listen, step left foot back, warrior 2. Create a mudra, thumb and middle finger together. Begin to dance. Elbow to thigh, left arm overhead, extended side angle. 2 peaceful warrior, side to side, creating more space, more freedom, more love, more joy in your practice through the movement of opening up mid-back and Anahata Chakra. Open to 2, straighten your leg, reach forward an inch, triangle pose. Press your straight arm back, a big wave here. Building strength behind the scapula and more opening across your chest. Open arms to a T, straighten your right leg, turn your toes forward, 5 pointed star, flip your palms up, press your thumbs backward, gaze up. Back to 5 pointed star, palms facing down, deep squat to the right and to the left, and then begin your favorite variation, whether it's low, twisted, high, or not twisted, whatever you feel like doing here. Showing you various iterations of Skandasana, side to side squatting motion. Close your eyes if you wish. Come center, round through your spine and roll up. Open arms to a T. Cross left arm, top it by right, eagle arm, or hug yourself. Bend your right knee. Think about balancing on left. Do this a few times until it feels smooth and feels good. And I'll turn. There you go. Hi, everyone. Hold your balance. Big toe goes down a few times until you're ready to build a tree pose. Inside of your foot, coming inside and sliding up. Tree with eagle. What a fun way. It's like a bird in a tree. What's not to love about that? Who doesn't get excited when they see an eagle in a tree? Step out. Warrior two with eagle arms. Left foot forward, eagle arms up, exhale down. Unwind your arms, tuck your back toes, take the twist lunge, left arm up, gaze up, look down. Bring your left hand behind your head. Lift your elbow up. Create the open twist and then touch elbow to the outside of your knee. Inhale, lift elbow, gaze up, look down, optional. Vinyasa, step left foot back. Chaturanga, upward facing. And resting in child's pose. And as you rest, what are you grateful for today? Maybe it's the music you're hearing, some familiar friends coming into your practice, or maybe you've got a sunny day ahead of you. I hope you do. And once you are here, sit back on your heels. If you'd like, you can take a nice knee stretch here, leaning backwards, squeeze your knees together, lift your chest. Optional, release to hands and knees, cat-cow. Notice how you feel now versus how you felt when you first started. I hope you feel a little bit more open, a little better. That's what happens when you open up the chakra, the heart chakra. You start to feel joy, like energy, prana coming right through your heart center. Now, moving into one of the most powerful openers for thoracic spine, puppy. So puppy starts in table, so hands and knees. But walk your hands forward until they're on a diagonal. Maybe a little bit more forward. And you'll notice your hips stay where they are. So stick your seat up into the sky and lower your forehead to the ground. And if this is too intense, child's pose is your more restorative option. You can use any props you'd like. So once you're here for a few breaths, and I mean breath, feel the breathing in through your body, expanding your rib cage. Press your palms into the ground. Try to press your body back just a little bit more. You're going to feel engagement in your shoulders. So as the connective tissue in T-spine begins to unwind, you may feel like lifting your head, bringing your chin on your mat. But if that doesn't feel good at all, then just go right back to either child's pose or puppy. So very few poses address the range of motion that T-spine is capable of, which is not much when you compare it to your neck and low back. And how appropriate, thoracic spine, so immobile, so sturdy, holding up an organ that is so vulnerable, right? I mean, think of the two working together your whole life. One strong, one stable, and the other so changing, so capable great joy and great sorrow. So you can try Anahatasana, which is lowering your sternum toward the ground with your chin on your mat. I do not recommend this if you have any neck issues whatsoever or are experiencing shoulder pain at this time, but it is an option for the last minute of this hold. If you have Anahatasana, tuck your chin, rest your forehead on the ground. Walk your knees in. Slowly bend your elbows, bring them down. Press back to a restorative child's pose. Bring your arms behind you and rest. Maybe stacking your hands on top of your low back, letting your elbows dangle. There's so many other relationships like the ones found in your body, thoracic spine, so strong, sturdy, and steady, and the heart equally strong, equally courageous, but also part of so much more in life, this awareness of the highs and lows and participation of those same joys and sorrows. You think of the oak and its vulnerable leaves that change colors throughout the season, so brilliant. You think of the mighty ocean and all the things that live in it. So beautiful, so vulnerable. One needs the other. Release your arms down. And then slowly come up to hands and knees. So practicing thread the needle, another incredible pose for thoracic spine. So again, today's class opening up the mid-back, but that has a direct relationship to your heart too. So beginning on hands and knees, raise your right arm, but keep your gaze down. Just raise it as far as it will go to your roadblock, at which point then twist your body open. Lift your arm up a little bit more, spread your fingers wide, gaze down, sweep your arm underneath your standing arm. Reach, 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 and then lower your right ear onto your mat or a block. Focusing on right hand, reach another inch. This helps to stretch the scapula, the muscles attaching to the mid-back. These are the rhomboids and lats. There's muscles underneath your shoulder blade, all of that working together. Think about left arm and walk it just so that it's at a point directly above the crown of your head. Your bicep will be by your ear or over your cheek. You can walk your left hand a little farther toward the right corner of your mat. So bringing the bicep over ear. It's just an additional twist. So in yin practice, we come to a point, the edge, and begin to breathe and relax from that point, allowing time, breath, and gravity to do all the work. connective tissue takes time to unravel. If at any point you feel numbness or tingling in this pose, simply back away, back out. And if you need to, you can do this pose on your back with your knees bent and your arm across your body. It will definitely have the same effect. This is a shorter hold. So take another 10 breaths. Make sure they're that diaphragmatic breath that you practiced in the beginning of class, that deep breath in, belly expands with an equally slow exhalation. The relationship of breath directly influences the vagus nerve, which is a nerve that runs from brainstem down through your body, touching all internal organs. Vagus nerve is the superhighway of information from breath to brain. Your breathing tells vagus nerve all is well. Nerve says to brain all is well. Brain says, okay, release the endorphins. Suppress the stress hormone. And does that affect your heart? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Coming out of the pose, let your left hand slide down by your forehead and slowly come out. When you slowly move out of a pose, it's a kind way of moving. Bring your left hand down, keep your gaze down, raise your right arm up until you hit a roadblock, and then slowly lift arm and turn your body open. Release. Coming to second side, thread the needle. Adjust to all fours and raise your arm out until you hit a roadblock. Keep your gaze down. Just see where the height is here. And when you're ready, reach for the ceiling, turn your gaze up. Plug your shoulder blade into your spine. Look down, thread the needle. You can rest your left ear on a pillow, on a block, on the ground, whatever feels comfortable for you. You'll notice that my seat is high, but if you'd like, you can come back into more of a child's pose variation of this T-spine opener. Focusing on the right hand, walk your hand just above the crown of your head. Elbow will be straight. You'll start to feel an opening in the bicep, the outer shoulder, right just outside of your armpit. And then walk your hand over to the left. Bicep will come closer to your cheek. This is addressing issues that may be lurking in the outer shoulder. But today's focus is the T-spine. And when you start to unlock that part of your body, you'll begin to breathe a little more freely, naturally. And it's almost a sense of euphoria. You start to feel joy and just, you can't explain it, like a sense of relief. It's like after you've had a good cry or seen something beautiful or spent time with someone you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe it's a good book you've read or an amazing piece of music. All of these things affect the heart chakra. Center corresponds with air and infinity. And how that plays out is, in a very rudimentary sense, your vibe. What's your vibe? What are you sending? What messages are you sending out as you walk through space, through life? Hunched over, sad, or lifted and afraid? Lifted and not afraid, lifted and fearless, lifted and courageous. Take 5 more deep breaths. Diaphragmatic breath. Deep breath in, belly expands. This is the breath pattern that is initially taught, probably from your very first experience on a yoga mat. It's the very first breath you were taught, and with good reason. It is life-changing. Once you learn it and use it off the mat, it can change your life. Bring your right hand by your forehead, and when you're ready, slowly pressing up. Lift your left arm out to the side, keep your gaze down, and as you reach up, open up. Lift, reach for the sky, bring your hand down. Cat-cow, or the undulating motion from child's pose to cat and back. Keep your chin tucked. And release. Arm pigeon. This is not a very long hold. Arm pigeon is prone on your belly. And if you feel any tingling or numbness, please back out immediately. We'll begin with the left arm. So come to your belly. Extend your arm out to your side, palm down. Rest your left ear on your mat. And you can stay right here or roll to your left side until you feel a stretch. Spread your fingers wide. Kick your bottom leg forward and your top leg behind. You can raise your right arm up, spread your fingers, bring your shoulder blades together, flip your right palm, and then rest your knuckles on your low back. Think about breathing into the plane that bisects your body, horizontal to the ground. So across your body, through your heart, out to your back, that entire plane. Breathe into that space. As you inhale, lift your heart slightly. Exhale, relaxing into the pose. Arm pigeon, getting deep into the pec minor, this little muscle that is responsible for pulling your shoulder head down and forward, causing your heart to cave in and your head to drop. So that is the exact body position that will feed into a sad cycle. You can picture that. People walking around, looking at their phones, they are doing that. They have that exact position. What are the subliminal messages they are sending to their brain? What is that biofeedback loop? Release your right arm up. Turn over onto your belly. Stretch your arms behind you like you're flying Superman in space. Roll your shoulders up, back and around a few times. And then extending right arm out to your side. Roll to your right side. Spread your fingers wide, palm down on the ground. Rest your right ear on the ground. Kick your bottom leg forward, top leg behind. This has the benefit of stretching the hip flexors as well. Lift your left arm up, spread your fingers, press your straight arm back, flip your palm, and drop your knuckles to your low back. Visualize that plane. It's almost like a table that your heart and mid-back sit on. It's invisible and you can feel it. And expand that into a three-dimensional rectangle shape through your body. And take care of that space in your mind. And think about other people and their spaces and how they're carrying their rectangular, sacred, three-dimensional boxes around. How do those look? Are their lights dimmed for whatever reason? How can we as yogis elevate and uplift those around us whose heart may be dim? We start on the mat by feeding ourselves, by bringing awareness to those spaces. And then, like sentries, we look around our world, our families, our colleagues. We start to plant seeds, maybe words of encouragement. Raise your left arm up, spread your fingers wide, and roll to your belly. Maybe an uplifting text or a smile to a stranger. Reach your arms behind you. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Sphinx. Prop yourself up on your elbows. Bring your forearms parallel to one another. Spread your fingers wide. Walk your elbows another inch forward. Rock your hips from side to side. Let your chin come down to your chest. You'll feel the stretch down mid-back. A few deep breaths. Sphinx is quite helpful in keeping balance. Heart chakra lifted, T-spine nice and open. Come down to your belly. Press back to child's pose. And flip to your back. Lie all the way back. Hug your knees in. Happy baby. Taking the outside or insides of your feet. Rock side to side. If your head is lifted off the ground, just hold on behind your knees. Bring your feet onto the ground. Open your arms to a T, palms up. Lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and rest your upper back on the ground so that your shoulder blades are flat. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Drop your knees to the left. You can stay in this position or hook left foot on top of right knee. It's just an option. If your medial knee or inside knee is unhappy in this position, simply stack your knees over to the left. Bring left hand on top of thighs and wiggle right shoulder down to the ground. Turn your gaze to the right and complete the twist. Spread your right fingers far apart. Reach another 1/2 inch away from your body. Gather your knees to your chest. Bring your forehead toward your knees. Lie back. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Open your arms to a T. Bring your shoulder blades closer together. Lift your chest up and adjust your shoulders so they're flat on the ground. Drop your knees to the right. Hook right foot on top of left knee for one variation of the twist. Or stack your knees. Bring your right hand on top of your thigh. Adjust left shoulder down to the ground. Turn your gaze to the left. Reach another 1/2 inch. Spread your left fingers wide apart. And breathe. Five more breaths. Gazing up, hug your knees in. Bring your forehead towards your knees. And then lie back. Release right leg long to the right corner of your mat. Left leg long to left. Bring your arms out to your side, palms up in a gesture of surrender. Lift your chest. Adjust your shoulder blades so they feel flat. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Shavasana. And we'll lie here together for several breaths, after which I'll call you out. We can end practice together as a community. Slowly coming back to awareness. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle your hands, circle your feet. Take a deep stretch. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. A gesture of appreciation for the time you've taken to take care of yourself so that you can go out and be a light to others. When you're ready, roll to your side and press up to a comfortable seat facing forward. And as you take your seat, bring your shoulders up to your ears, press them back and down. Bring your palms together, rest your thumbs on your lifted heart, your light heart. In fact, take your palms and stack them right on top of your heart in a gesture of recognizing the bliss, the peace, the harmony, the freedom and expansion that you now feel. And may the love, light, kindness, and compassion that radiates all around you shine directly out through this space in your hands. Om Shanti, peace. Namaste. And on behalf of Yen Yoga and Fitness, I want to thank you for joining today's practice. My name again is Becky. You can find more videos like this one at Rebecca Kalajian, my YouTube channel. I hope I see you again soon. Namaste.
Thank you.